The Home Pros Radio Show.
I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections, and this is the Home Pros Radio Show podcast. There's no better opportunity to learn about the aspects of any industry than at a trade show. And of course, here at the Home Pros Radio Show, one of our favorites is the Southern Home and Garden Show, presented by the Homebuilders Association of Greenville. We had the opportunity to spend some time with a good number of home service providers that helped us learn more about their businesses and the latest products and features they have to offer. And we'd like to share them with you. We start with Advanced Home Products, who specializes in central vacuum systems, which, as we learned, are finding ways to make the challenge of keeping your home clean easier than ever. I've got Tripp here from Advanced Home Products. Tripp, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Tell us about your display and what we have here.
Okay. Well, we have our vacuum flow systems on display. Our 3 different units that we have. We've got a bagged, we've got a filter-free, and we do have a filtered unit. And we're really pushing the hide-a-hose retractable system as compared to the old standard that has a 50-foot retractable hose that disappears into a track that we build in either your crawl space or attic. And there's no lugging of the 35-foot hose around and bending down and putting the outlet in.
And tripping over it.
And all you do is store the wand and the attachments instead of draping the hose over the caddy that came with it.
So they've actually made central vacuum systems even more user-friendly.
Yes, it's all about convenience nowadays, and this is gaining popularity leaps and bounds.
The one thing that I never understood is in the house I was growing up in, we had a central vacuum system. And he had the canister that was like in our bonus room closet. But then you still had to carry the vacuum unit and the hose all around the house and plug into each inlet. I always wondered, I was like, what's the advantage? Because you'd be carrying a vacuum in each case just like that. But I've noticed the equipment has gotten a lot lighter, yes. easier to use.
Especially with the hide-a-hose, without carrying the weight of the hose that you can fall over. Virtually the wand and the attachments are a couple of pounds at the max that you are carrying from outlet to outlet. And each outlet has its own 50-foot retractable hose installed in it. And I will tell you, does not only need to be done with new construction. We are getting calls for retroing into existing homes. Costs a little bit more money, but it is doable.
Are there any specials or anything that you guys are offering during the home show?
Yes, we do have special pricing for the home show. And I will tell you that all vacuum flow systems do carry a lifetime warranty to you, the homeowner. It is not transferable, but anything happens forever.
You guys are there.
Yep.
That was Advanced Home Products. You can find them online at vacpros.com or simply give them a call at 888-616-VACU. That's VACU. Would you like to improve the landscaping around your home but don't know where to start? Creating the perfect outdoor space for your home can be quite intimidating. Think about how nice it would be to bring in an expert that could pick the right plants or shrubs for your yard or help you place that water feature exactly where you need it. That's what a professional landscape designer can do for you. We spoke with Earth Design, a landscape architecture and environmental design firm, to learn more. This is Cheryl Brown. And Cheryl, tell us about what you do with Earth Design.
So we are a landscape architecture design build firm. We work with many different homeowners, whether it's new construction or an existing home, an existing garden renovation, to update or completely redesign and re-envision their backyard space. And our company also has an installation division, so we not only design, but we install. Most people like that because it's a turnkey system.
Yeah, very valuable, because there's so many times when folks will work with an architect. And then that architect will be like, all right, well, you're on your own. Doesn't it look great on paper? You're on your own now, but you guys can do the whole thing.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're based out of the upstate area too.
Yes, we're located on Grove Road in Greenville. We've been in business for over 20 years. We were in Pickens for a long time, but we've moved to Greenville. And we do work all over the place from Anderson up to Spartanburg and even into North Carolina.
Which is great because that's our whole listening area. All the way up there, you go up to the mountains of North Carolina, and as hilly as it is around here, I can imagine that probably one of your biggest challenges is related to things like lot drainage. Can you help people with that? Because as a home inspector, I'm constantly writing stuff up for folks who are buying homes. How do I get the water out of my crawl space? And a lot of times I'm seeing just lot design and lot drainage.
Yeah, so often, these new developments are mass graded, or either these existing developments suddenly have new homes above them, and so the watershed changes, and the dynamics change, and the water flow across your property might not be caused by your roof, but it still needs to be handled, and it needs to be handled constructively and in an aesthetic way that makes it a valuable asset instead of a problem.
One of the things that is also neat about what you do and the value of hiring a landscape architecture expert is that you can do some things that a lot of times folks don't normally think of as far as making the environment around your home interesting.
Absolutely. We use a very diverse plant palette. We use a lot of natives, but we're not exclusive into natives. As long as things are not invasive, then we would consider them. But it's about the right plant in the right place, and thinking about the ultimate size, and thinking about the soil conditions, thinking about the light that occurs on the different sides of the home and based on the sunshade situation. So we take all of that into consideration. And in addition to that, so often you see your home every day and you've got this one idea and you're thinking about it, but then you have somebody else come in and look at it with a fresh set of eyes, and new possibilities open up, and we see things differently, and we can envision things in ways that a lot of homeowners just can't.
One thing that strikes my attention when I come near your booth is the trick that you're using to lure people in, and that's the smell. Tell us about, she's got this plant that is sitting right at the outside corner of her booth, and it smells amazing. What is it?
The common name is paperbush. The scientific name is Edgeworthia, and it is a deciduous shrub that has these wonderful flowers in the middle of the winter. It's got a very coarse branching structure, so it's a very architectural plant. So even though it loses its leaves and it's not an evergreen, it has so much winter interest. And it gets about 6 feet tall, about 8 feet wide, and in the summer it has a very large leaf, so it looks almost a bit tropical in the summer, and it's just a real showstopper, especially this time of the year when there's not a whole lot exciting going on in the garden.
That's true, and that was a good move to do that. That's really neat, and I guess that's one of the really awesome advantages of working with a landscape designer, landscape architect is y'all know enough about all of this where you can really do some creative things with not just your typical, we'll put a Bradford pear here and a crepe myrtle there, but you can really pull some unique species out and make a yard really pop.
Definitely, and we lean heavily on the native palette, and while the Edgeworthy is not native, it's definitely not an invasive, so we're very careful about what we put in the landscape. But then also, just like you mentioned, there's multiple senses. We kind of want to have great sound when we're out there, so water features in the garden bring in that ambient noise, and then also planting food for wildlife so you have a strong bird population in your yard. I mean, it all comes together to make a place that you really want to be in and enjoy.
You're making an outdoor living space, if you will.
Oh, yes.
All right, well, that's great. Thank you for your time again. This is Cheryl Brown. That's Earth Design, Landscape Architecture, and Environmental Design. You can find Earth Design online at earthdesignsc.com or reach them by phone at 864-603-1231. They can design it and build it for you. When it comes to building that perfect home to go along with your landscaping, it's important to find the right builder. And there are plenty of choices out there. One of those first choices involves whether to go with a production builder or to work with a custom builder. Well, what's the difference? We spoke with Ferguson Builders, who helped to explain. Sitting right next to me is Mark Ferguson with Ferguson Custom Homes. Tell us about how Ferguson differs from your typical builder out there.
Sure, Tommy. One of the things that we think is unique about Ferguson Builders is that we focus entirely on the client. Now, every builder is going to tell you that they focus on the client, and that's very true. But the difference that we see is that we build every home differently based on our client's expectation and needs. So we have yet to build the same house twice.
So you don't operate where you're like you have a model home where you just have a collection of floor plans and you just look at your customer and say, pick one. You don't do that. Your process is different?
That's correct. Yeah, we design every home to meet the needs of that unique buyer. So if a client wanted a home that they saw online or that their friends own or something like that, we would take that floor plan and redesign it with the unique things that that homeowner needs and wants. So if they want a larger master bedroom and a larger master bathroom and they want more open floor plan or less open floor plan, we tweak it and change it to meet their specific needs.
It turns it into a situation where someone who's buying a home gets exactly what they want. Because it always happens. They always say there's never that perfect house. Well, I guess when you work with that's the biggest difference. When you work with a custom builder, you can make sure that happens, where others will say, no, it's not in our floor plan.
That's correct. Yeah, most of our clients come to us with 2 to 3 floor plans that they really like, but they can't settle on one because there's 1 or 2 things about each of those floor plans that they love. What we'll do is we'll take our draftsman or work with the local architect and redraw those and morph those 3 plans into a perfect plan for them. So at the end of the day, every single feature is exactly what they want.
Well, for someone who wants to get exactly what they want, how do they get a hold of you?
They can reach out to us at info@fergusonbuilders.com. That's our email. We'll reach out to them and get them a consultation. We do a free 1-hour consultation with them. They can also reach us at www.fergusonbuilders.com. We have a contact form. We have galleries so they can look through some of our past work and reach out to us that way, or they can reach out to us at 864-735-8071.
All right, perfect. Mark Ferguson with Ferguson Builders. Thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for talking to me.
If there's one thing that's constantly changing in any industry, it's technology. And these advancements have never been coming to us faster in the home industry than right now. With smart homes becoming the wave of the future, we're learning how to control our thermostats, our lighting, and even our home security from the convenience of our own cell phones. It sounds complicated, but we met one company that helps make it easy. So easy, in fact, they're prepared to help you do it yourself. It's Tech Home Pro, helping us to keep our homes safe and smart. Do it yourself, safe and smart home. And Melanie Henson, who is the CEO of the company. Tell us about what you guys do.
Okay, so our company's Tech Home Pro, and we offer a DIY solution for all your security and home automation needs. So basically, we pre-program your security system and any home automation feature that you might like doors, window sensors or door sensors, garage interfaces, lights, locks, thermostats, all of those cool things that you want to control through one app. You can do that with our product.
You can do it right from your phone.
Right from your phone.
You can unlock your doors using your phone?
Yes, and I can even check my video cameras to see who's inside my house walking around or to see who's at the front door ringing my doorbell.
Tell me, because as I'm doing inspections, I'll notice that folks will have cameras on the outside of their house. What would you say is the biggest reason why people do that? Are they drug dealers or what?
Because they're nosy.
So they're nosy. Oh, so they want to know what's going on around their house?
Yes. Now in the world of automation, every time you hear your phone ding, you just can't wait to go see what that is, right?
That's true.
So every time it goes off, you want to know what that notification is. And for homeowners, I think it's the same. Technology's changing and it's more available. And if there's someone on your front porch or someone in your driveway or someone showing up to sell you something, you want to know who it is right away. So it's a sense of security, but it's also a sense of knowing and knowing what's going on.
How many times have you come home and noticed something's out of place and you're like, what happened when I was at work? That kind of thing?
Well, I'm married to someone who works in the house, So I don't think I can really answer that, but I can tell you I get notifications every time my motion sensors are activated. So I can tell you if someone's up and moving around in my house or if they're asleep on the couch.
Interesting. Now, tell us about what your product is like. If someone who wants to install a system like this, it is do-it-yourself, so what do they find you online?
You basically go to techhomepro.com. You would purchase our home starter kit. So the home starter kit really is the brain of your home. So with that purchase, then you can add on anytime you want. So it's an open architecture product, basically, meaning you don't have to buy everything all at once. Our pocketbooks can't afford that. So you buy as you can afford. Our monthly fee does not go up. So we don't have any hidden cost. You own the product when you purchase it, and we don't do monthly contracts. So our monthly fee is a one-time fee. You pay that every month. We don't lock you in for 3 to 5 years and say, there's a high fee to get out of our contract. We really believe that once you start using the product, there's not going to be a need for a contract. You won't have any problem paying our small fee for you.
Well, another thing that's really great about Tech Home Pro is that you are local, right?
Yes, we are right in Lyman, South Carolina, so right in the middle of Greenville, Spartanburg. That's where we are. And we are the child company of a security company that's been in the upstate of South Carolina for over 40 years. So we founded this product with the industry changing. More people now are interested in the DIY. I think I blame a lot of that on Amazon. People want to shop and something show up at their door. They don't want to see a salesperson. So with our product, you get the salesperson, but we're not at your door and we're not in your house, but we can be on the phone if you need tech support. We're a phone call away.
So that's really cool. Well, Melanie Henson, thank you for taking the time to tell us about what you do. This is Tech Home Pro, do-it-yourself, safe and smart home products. To find Tech Home Pro online, it's easy. techhomepro.com. or reach them by phone at 864-663-2262. Special thanks to Melanie, Mark, Cheryl, and Tripp, who took the time to talk with us about their businesses at the Southern Home and Garden Show. We'd also like to thank the Homebuilders Association of Greenville, who helped make it possible to bring these vendors straight to you. We have more highlights from the Southern Home and Garden Show coming up in our next podcast, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Also, follow the Home Pros Radio Show on Facebook, Twitter, and on our website at homeprosradio.com to stay up to date with all of the home improvement tools, tips, and tricks that we bring to you every week. I'm Tommy Donovan with RIC Home Inspections. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, this is the Home Pros Radio Show podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Home Pros Radio Show. If you have a question for the Home Pros, visit us online at homeprosradio.com, where you can contact us directly and also learn more about the topics and guests we bring to you each week. It's the Home Pros Radio Show online at homeprosradio.com or on the radio at 94.5 WGTK, The Answer.